Hey, so it's week 7 or 8. I don't even know anymore. It's other tech. Yeah, so have a new friend with me this time. Lil, do you want to go ahead and give a brief worldview background, like work, education, history?
Okay, don't currently work right now, but I'm in the military. I've been in the Air Force for the past 4 years, and I'm currently going to school for nursing. I'm a junior right now, so one more year.
Yep. And then Bridget from before.
Hello, I'm happy to see you again.
Okay.
Second time's a charm.
So I already kind of told them about the first article I read. The banks are like tracking like how you hold your phone, how you swipe, how you tap on your phone, when you use your computer, how you type, like the lag between different letters, or how you use a trackpad and when you click, or if you prefer a mouse, whether you use the numbers up at the top of your keyboard or whether you use like the little side panel, the 10 key, that's what it's called. I'm not a techie person, I don't know these things. They track how you use all this stuff, so that way they can detect people who aren't you trying to use your account or make accounts in your name. So what is your initial reaction to this kind of technology?
It's weird.
It's weird?
I guess it's in two part. One part makes me happy that they do check that, so they know, if I'm the person making the transaction or the inquiry. But then two, it freaks me out because they know so much about you. I think everyone knows too much about everybody these days.
I just think it's weird because just from the keypad and stuff, that the small things they can tell if it's you or not. That's a little sciencey for me. It kind of weirds me
Sciencey
out.
for the nursing major?
I mean, and the technology, sciencey stuff like that. I don't know. That's just really strange. It's kind of creepy that they can tell so much just from the lag between your keys. Like, I like it because I know they're going to be protecting my account, but at the same time, it's like, how much of that stuff do they really need to know?
Yeah, my thing is like, are they really protecting my account, or do they have ulterior motives there? Like that's what's weird about
It's
it.
almost like Big Brother, but with banking.
But with banking.
It is. They watch everything you do. I think maybe that's why we should go back to just using cash.
Yeah. So since you guys think it's so weird, what specific concerns do you have about this kind of technology? Do you think there's anything specifically that could go wrong with it?
Yeah. I mean, there's loopholes around everything. Someone's going to find a way. They're still going to get into our information, and just like having the wrong people that get that kind of technology, like get into the wrong hands for different things, like be able to creep on people's phones, and like they're already having issues with apps getting hacked into, like that Talking Tom a few years ago, where like someone was like using it to watch people, like stuff like that. Like, I don't know, it's a little bit too much technology, too many social media apps, and it's weird. I don't like it.
Any specific concerns, like you think that this is a specific area this could go wrong? It's okay if you don't, because I don't really have any.
Think, where will it go next? Like, my mind goes to, where is it going to go next? Are they going to be watching everything that we do? Banking is one aspect, and then what will be next? Are they going to be watching? I mean,
it's like grocery stores already monitor
watch,
like what you buy
purchase
and where you shop at, and the types of purchases you make online, and what card you normally use.
I get Meijer coupons all the time for specific things that I've just purchased or that I purchased, like Coke, water. A specific.
They know you're a Coke person, not a Pepsi person.
Yeah.
Well, I'm the Coke person.
We're talking about something like wanting a pair of shoes, and you get on Facebook, and the next ad you get on Facebook is for the pair of shoes, and you're like, I didn't even have my phone near me when I was talking about this. That's weird.
Yeah, I guess it's just another thing that they can track.
And control.
I will look up something on my home phone and on my work computer, like if I am in my email or if I Google something, the ads that I just looked at my phone are on there. That wigs me out.
Yeah, your personal device is connected to your work device, and you don't even know how that happened. It's because you're using your keypad and you're using your swipes, and they know that it's the same person.
Yeah.
Weird. Just weird.
So weird. I gotta shut this off my stove.
Okay, her stove's on. So, do you think... Okay, so I guess I forgot. My major concern is like the privacy issue, them knowing these things. Do you think the privacy concerns that we obviously have are worth the benefit, or worth them catching someone trying to use your bank account or your social security information to open up an account in your name? Do you think being able to catch that person is worth giving up that privacy?
It's a nice convenience.
It is.
To
It's
take
nice.
one thing
It's
off your
just
plate, but at the same time, like, I don't know. For me personally, I'm not going to stress about it because it's too convenient for me to use my debit card and use my online banking than driving down the road to go to the bank and figure stuff out or pull cash out, things like that. So I don't know that one.
I had a bank one time. I had made a deposit. It was in downtown Columbus, and I don't know, but I got a call the day after that someone had got the information that I had just used, the keypad or whatever, and they tried to open an account on that account. So they closed it and they closed everything. So, I mean, it's good that they notice what you're doing, because that could have been a disaster. That could have been a hot
that would
mess.
have been bad.
Yeah.
I guess my thing is, like, what really am I hiding? Like, the way I hold my phone, how can someone really misuse that? I mean, I know there's bad people out there and they're going to use whatever they can to do what they want, but seriously, like, it's how I hold my phone. It's the swipes that I use. It's how fast I put in my social security information and my name. Like, I don't know that I really cared that anybody knows that. I guess it's just kind of the respect thing of being asked, like, hey, do you care if we store this information for you to benefit you in XYZ ways? Or, no, actually, I don't want you to use it for this. Can you take my name off of that list? Like, it's...
Giving people the option, maybe.
Yeah, the option. So would you, leading into the next question, would you feel more comfortable if there was a way to turn off the tracking?
Yes.
Do you think
Yes.
you would feel more comfortable if there was an option to turn off the tracking? Would you actually do it, though?
Yeah, at certain times maybe, yeah, because I'd feel
think
more
I
in
would.
control of my own life instead of someone just doing it without my permission. I like being able to tell because it's still my account, and I'd like to give people permission to do stuff with my account instead of them just doing it just because it's like a safety thing. Like, no, I still have a right to allow things and not allow things, know?
To allow that storage of my personal information.
Yeah. I would probably shut it off.
I don't think I would. I think I'm too lazy for that. Like, knowing it's there. It's like the location on my phone. I like turn it on from my maps, and then I forget to turn it off for a couple days, and it's just sitting there draining my battery. And I just am not techie enough to turn stuff on and off like that, I think. How do you think that, oh wait, we already kind of said that one. Okay, moving on. So the other article was about 3D printed guns. So apparently the states are suing for, there's 3D printers and they print things and then they're there. Most of the time they're just like prototypes, so they don't actually work. At least the technology isn't there for them to actually work yet. And so people are getting these instructions to print 3D guns with these printers. And the states were concerned that people were going to use these guns to make real guns and actually hurt themselves or others. And it's hypothesized that really these guns are only good enough for like one shot, if you can make them good enough. The metal pieces and parts in there, the printer can't actually print. You'd have to buy it from other places. Like, there's so many options for like tracking this activity and knowing if this person's actually planning to use this printed gun as a gun or not. But the states are still suing, saying that these instructions should not be available for public use. So does availability of the printing instructions concern you one way or the other? Do you think it should be controlled or not?
Yeah.
Lily, you're in the military. I thought you'd have some interesting insight on this.
Yeah, because if they do work, they're untrackable because, like, with the bullet, like, how it works, it would, like, burn the plastic and just, it ruins the gun because it's a one-time use, and that, again, it makes it a lot easier for crimes to happen, but, like, at the same time, people are still going to do awful things. They're still going to find ways to make things happen if they really have a vendetta against someone, so it's kind of, like, the pros outweigh the con. Like, you just have to sit down and really look at them, and it all depends on who's in office on what's going to happen and which way things are going to go. And it's just a political game, in all honesty, in my opinion. And I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think they should really be available for public use, but at the same time, that's probably not going to stop people from figuring it out because people are smart.
Yeah, people do things that aren't legal all the time.
Mm-hmm. That's true. I don't think it should be accessible, but
They're going to find a way to use it either way.
yeah, there's so many procedures when you do want to purchase a gun for use or for recreation or whatever, and those are in place to keep us safe. And so I don't think that should be allowed. I think we
Yeah.
should have to go through proper channels and proper
And
procedures.
just even with
Yeah.
that, at the same time, people still get stuff on the black market, even though there's channels
Mm-hmm.
that you're supposed to go through anyway. So it's like,
Yep.
Yeah,
That's
they
very
do that.
true.
But at least those guns are trackable. Like you said, a gun will shoot. A gun will shoot the same bullet the same way. Like it leaves like its own unique mark, like a fingerprint for the gun.
yeah.
And I think you made a very interesting point. Like if a gun only shoots once, you can't compare that exact same gun. You just can't. And so tracking those crimes would be
And it
a
seems
lot
more
harder
easier,
than if they were with a
disposable.
real gun. Yeah, they're
You can just
disposable.
melt the gun.
Just melt the gun. Like it just. But I do think like with them tracking I think it would make it even more important to track like banking accounts and shopping habits and things like that, because if you notice a person has bought this 3D printed gun and all the parts that will make it functional, like something's up. Like you
Something's
can
going
send
on.
someone there to check it out. But then it's like, okay, what grounds do you have to go check that out? I don't know legally how that would work.
Because
or where
everybody
that
has
would
a
end
right to
up.
privacy
Yeah.
and has their own rights, and they're,
Yeah. So anyway, any final thoughts? That's all I really had.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.